Hello all, I'm Hao Ming. Welcome to my video on learning about Watson Knowledge Catalog. This is the video on use your data. In this video, we will show you how IBM Unified Platform allows you to use your data with ease. These are the key details, but let me show you how this is done live in the product. This is the home screen of CloudPack for Data, a unified platform to support all customer needs on data and AI. As a business user, I'm trying to look for technical assets using business term because I may not know the technical definition. So in this case, I will just key in the business definition called tax ID. With the tax ID, basically it will bring me and explain to me what the tax ID is about and is there any confidential information, what are the data class. I also can do a graphical exploration of what are the relationship instead of looking at this tabular format. So this is the same representation of the information. As you can see, this is the tax ID, right? It includes tax ID now checks data rule, as well as this part of the information insurance customer detail. So let me click and you can see that basically this tax ID check is actually owned by Stewart Felix Young, and there is a tax ID DQ rule, and it's actually what is the data rule that is actually checking this is called a field exist data rule. And this tax ID DQ rule is actually part of the data quality policy that the company have enforced. And we can look at what is inside this SS num. Right, this is actually the column. Actually, this column is actually part of this table called bank saving, and it contains 7 data classes. When you click this bank saving, you can actually further understand that it's actually part of this schema LMW24429. Actually, it contains 16 columns, and you can actually further read and understand that actually this schema contains 18 tables and is actually part of the blue DB, and we can actually see that this blue DB actually is kept in this host. And you can centralize this graph. So here you can basically see all the interrelationship between the informations that you are looking for. And now we know that basically the information tax ID I'm looking for actually is contained within this bank saving table. So let us go back and take a look at the related content. Let us click the bank saving account to look at the assets that I'm interested. We can take a look at the overview of what this asset is. As you can see, this is the where it's stored. There's even a review. So this is actually a 4-star review asset. We can actually take a preview of what is contained within this table. So you can see these are all the information that is contained within the table. We actually even can see that there is data protection being applied on this column, so that you can see that all this information are all accessed because I'm not allowed to see this information. And as I'm now look at the table and I find that this is the right information that I need, so I'll just add it to the projects that I want to work on. Select a project test 01 and then add to the project. Now I have added to the project. Let me go to the project and work on this asset. So now this asset is in the project. Let me click on it to take a look at it. So this is the same asset, and I think that there are a lot of columns that I don't need, so I actually can do refinement to this asset by clicking the refine. So now they are actually preparing the data for refinement. So now it's ready, and I find that this column is actually empty, so I actually don't really need this column. I just click remove to remove this column. Since I cannot see this column, so there's no point keeping this column as well, so I'll just remove this column. As you can see that whenever I make any changes, it's actually being tracked in this step by step. So these are the things that I'm removed, and I'm actually only interested to look at taxes information. So I now can actually create a filter to just look into taxes information at the state level, contain tx, apply. So as you can see, the screen dynamically changed to the value according to my condition that I have implemented. So though I'm also not interested in this joint account, so I will just also remove it. So now I'm satisfied with the data. I will just click save and create a job. So now I have created a refinery jobs that were going to do all the 5 refinery steps to remove all this to create a data set for me. So I will just give it a name. So this contain refined data that I need. Next. Alright, so it will tell you what is the input, what is the output, and then basically where you run the refinery next. So you can actually say that I want to schedule the jobs to run, when and what. So in this case, I'm not going to do any running, and I will just create the jobs. That was a walkthrough to see how easy it is to use your data using Cloud Pak for Data. You can easily find your data using business terms with trust and data protection. You can also refine the data easily to meet your business needs. Thank you.